Have you ever wondered how cartoons and animated movies have changed over time? Today, we're going to look at the history of animation. It all started in the late 1800s, that's right, more than 100 years ago. The first kind of animation was something called a flipbook or kineograph, which came about in the 1860s. These were just simple pictures that when you flipped through them fast, it looked like they were moving. Let's zoom to the early 1900s and we get to the time of silent movies. This time saw the creation of the first animated cartoon, named Phantasmagorie, made by Emile Cohl in 1908. It was a simple but game-changing beginning to the detailed world of animated storytelling. In the 1920s, the first animated films with sound popped up. In 1923, Walt Disney Studios was started. They made their cartoons with matching sound. Their cartoon Steamboat Willie in 1928 was the first time we saw the famous character, Mickey Mouse. This time was really when modern animation began. In the 1930s, animation became more advanced because Technicolor was introduced. This added lots of color to the animations that were only black and white before. During this time, the first long animated movie was made. It was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, created by Walt Disney Studios. This really changed animation in a big way. In the middle part of the last century, cartoon shows on TV began. Shows like The Flintstones and The Jetsons became very popular. At the same time in Japan, a new type of cartoon called anime started. These anime shows are now famous all over the world. The last part of the 1900s brought us computer-made pictures, also known as CGI. This changed how we made cartoons and animations. During this time, we got amazing movies like Toy Story, the first movie made entirely by a computer. This showed us that there were lots of new ways to tell stories with animation. In today's world, animation is more than just fun. It's a strong way to teach, spread knowledge about society, and tell stories in many ways. Animation has changed a lot. It can be or 3D, old school, or digital, and has turned into a platform with many options for people who create things all over the world. In short, the story of cartoons has been quite interesting, from simple flipbooks to advanced computer-made images. It has changed with new tech, fit in with what people like, and become a strong way to share thoughts and feelings. The future of cartoons is set to be even more amazing as we keep stretching the limits of what we can imagine and create. So, let's cheer for the story of cartoons, say thanks to the first creators, and spark ideas for those who will create in the future. To the wonder of cartoons and all the cool things we can do with it. Remember, in the cartoon world, the only thing stopping you is your own mind.